the start of Act 2, the fight against the Kraken. So, his big head right here will never move from this center spot. If you've seen my tutorial, you'll know how all of this is all set up and everything like that. But just as a quick reminder, these are called octants, each one of the 8 locations around, north, northeast, east, southeast, etc., etc., etc. And then these are leagues going away from the center. This is the eye. The Kraken's head, again, is no one will ever hit this spot except for the Kraken. So this is the eye of the Whirlpool, and then League 1, League 2, League 3, and this is where various things are going to spawn. We grabbed 3 of the Kraken modifiers throughout the course of Act 1, which are +1 success to all tentacle defenses, so are a little bit stronger with resilience. Overwhelmed, the tentacles have an additional range, and rough seas, ships cannot sail against the current. So if the Whirlpool is going this way, we can't sail counterclockwise to it. We can still move laterally between the leagues, but we can't go backwards. The other thing I forgot to do in the last round was remove Whirlpool cards for each one of these. Whenever you get a Kraken modifier, you're supposed to remove a Whirlpool card. So 1, 2, 3 are out of the game. So that's 7 Whirlpool cards left. This is our timer. If this ever runs out like with the event cards, we immediately lose. Over here on our boards, I cleaned it up a little bit just to make it a little easier to look at. So normally the tentacles themselves would have these dice on them. They're D4s with a 0 through 3 on it. And they would be like this way you can see, you know, what you're looking at from this angle, but because you can't see that on the camera, I'm not using them. In order to represent the tentacle life, I'm just going to use the league dice right here. Every tentacle has 3 health regardless, so this works out well. 2, 1, gone. And then just to kind of go over it, they have 4 attack, 3 defense, they move 2 spaces, and then they have a range of 2, which is a range of 3 now, and this is how they target which one of the ships they're going to go after. Closest ship, same octet, highest integrity, highest hull, highest market, most market treasures, just straight down the line. It's going to be a tiebreaker at some point from one of those. And then over on this side is what the Kraken does, how he attacks, his safe zones. This is what I messed up before. And it's not so much messed up, but kind of misinterpreted. You would roll these 4 dice in order to determine which one of the octants are the safe zone. And after you do a certain amount of damage for him, so for us it's 5, so for every 5 damage we do, we take away one of these. But if you roll them and you have a duplicate, instead of re-rolling that one to get a unique result, you just move one octant counterclockwise from that result. So that's pretty much all you need to do with that. I said you re-rolled it, you don't re-roll it, you just move it from there. So just want to quick clear up that. As far as our ships go, our Man-O-War over here has its Act 2 ability, which is just flipped over from its Act 1. Turn the tide. When defending, if you roll at least 2 more successes than the attack value, deal 1 damage to the attacker. That's an amazing ability. To go back to the game my wife and I played, because she played the Man-O-War beautifully, even though she was like kind of like some of the rules she didn't quite get, but she was really picking it up really fast. She was a defensive powerhouse, and she killed like 3 tentacles with just this, which is amazing. The stash of treasure is still up there for the treasure card the Man-O-War has. Really, the only thing I'm going to be doing is pay 1 gold to change a fortune dice showing 1 skull to 2. So 1 results to 2 results. Absolutely amazing. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gold for the Man-O-War. You can always spend gold in order to re-roll blank dice by bribing your crew, but I believe this is only a one-time deal because it's a dice, but that's still something to like save gold for as I go along. Otherwise that, we have the Powder Monkey, which will always add a result to the cannons, and the Man-O-War is shooting 4 cannons, rolling 4 dice, same thing. We have the head rails, which is 1 result on all defensive rolls, so hull rolls, and we're rolling 4 dice in that, which is great. A 3 movement, a 2 repair, and then a bunch of bolsters. The Sea Dragon doesn't have as much money, but heck, anything we have to bribe the crew is great. Plus we have some amazing treasures up here. Let's see, once per defensive roll, if an enemy attacking you moves this turn, you may reroll any number blank does. I gotta remember as they move. Stern Chasers, this is great because if I move, then my next attack roll will have 2 results added to it, which is awesome. And then my card that I can reload to do a random heal. We're all healed up, which is great. Nobody is below their stats, and we're really more above their stats your 1, 2, 3 stats are above, and 1 stat's above there. Run a rig is the special ability here. Before taking damage from an attack, you may make a sail roll. If you roll 6 or more, you may sail up to 2 spaces away from the attacker, max 1 octave, so you can only at least go 1 octave away at maximum. And then I take no damage, which is amazing. You must be able to move. So unfortunately with this, I have to go in the way of the Whirlpool because of that one card, but I think it'll work. If you sail 2 spaces using this ability, which would be this one up here, you may roll 1 dice and any results is deal 1 damage to the attacker. So it's a great counter move as well. Absolutely amazing. And then because we have thick sails, we will always have +1 results to all sail rolls. So when you're rolling these 6 dice, or I'm sorry, my 5 dice, I will always at least have 1 result regardless of anything, plus adding together in order to hopefully get that 6 or more to do that. Besides, thick sails is amazing. I can see Sea Dragon going right to the center and staying there for the entire battle, because as long as he's in the eye of the Whirlpool, right next to the Kraken, +2 to all damage roll, +2 to all hull rolls. And then finally, the Spyglass. Once per round, if an enemy moves adjacent to your ship, you may make an attack against it before any other action. That's a free action, which is great because you can repeat actions in Act 2. So I can make as many attack rolls as I'm allowed to, which is great. And I don't have the Raider. And if my Sea Dragon is in the eye the whole time, tentacles can't actually go into the eye of the storm, so all they have to do is move adjacent to me. So that's going to be amazing as well. I think this is a great setup right now for everybody. Let's see where our ships go and then draw the first Whirlpool card. After we resolve the black spots. I almost forgot about these guys. So in the beginning of the game, I drew 3 black spots and I put them by Smuggler's Island, and basically whenever I drew a tentacle, I put it on top of the black spot, just as a showing, you know, I needed the 3 and whatnot. So each one of these is going to have a specific criteria on it that will either give the Kraken more modifiers and or more health. He right now starts at 24 health. So let's just start from the top and work our way down. All right, +1 Kraken modifier if, and we're in 2-player mode, there are 4+ market cards in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be 1 more modifier. So we go over to the modifier deck. I pulled all of them from here, so I'm just going to give this a quick shuffle because I showed that bottom card. Let's just kind of get that going, and we have, ba-doom! Cursed Waters. Anytime a player loses 3 or more integrity from the Kraken attack, they must also lower 1 stat. Oh, that's not fun. We'll put that right over here as our 4th modifier, and then +1 life to the Kraken for each. Any player successfully explored a shipwreck? Nope, neither of us did. Any ship other than the Sea Dragon has their sail stat raised by 2 or more. And luckily the Man of War has only raised it by 1, so no extra health for you, my friend. At least not right now. All right, next black spot. +1 Kraken modifiers if there are 3 treasures in play, 3 or more, because we're looking at the 2-player thing. Yeah, of course, 1, 2, 3. We have 3 exactly, so yeah, all right. Next one is Surrounded. When a tentacle attacks, it gets +1 success if there are any other tentacles adjacent to the target. All right, well, that stinks. That's a lot of bad going on here, and actually a lot of tentacle. I'm going to move this up here because it's all about the tentacles. These are really mostly like the tentacle enhancements here, with the exception of this 1 Cursed Water. All right, +1 life to the Kraken for each if any player has the stat that matches their color of the ship raised by 3, and any player has 9 or more gold. Nope, we're exactly the way it is here, and nope, we're exactly the way it is here, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, nobody has 9 or more gold, so again, no help for you. Last black spot. We're going to ignore the Kraken modifier because we're only allowed 5, but each player has at least 1 bolster. Yes, so he would have gotten a modifier. +1 health to the Kraken if any player has 2 treasures. Dang it. Okay, so we do have that. Any ship other than the Nautilus has their, repair stat raised by 2 or more. So we only have it 1 over here from the Man of War, but I do have 2 treasures on the Sea Dragon, so we actually start at 25 health. So now that is our max health. We'll use the other cube right here in order to track its health as we go through the game, firing off and dealing damage to this thing. Okay, now I have 1 league die and 1, compass die. We're going to roll these over here. This is going to be for Man of War because they go first. 3 south. So south over here in League 3. I'm just going to put it right in the middle over here. I don't know which way we're turning, so we'll just go like that. And now we'll place the Sea Dragon, which is northeast 1. Perfect. Get me as close to, I'm going to get over here so I'm a little bit closer to Man of War. Get me close to that eye as possible. But now we go ahead and draw our first Whirlpool card. Tentacles will go on after we resolve this card for round 1. This may tell us specific instructions about where to put the tentacles. Otherwise that, we do the League and Compass dice. So let's see what this is. The Kraken's true power. We are moving clockwise, 1 for each ship, and a pull. Before tentacles move, roll 3 compass dice. Any ship in the Octix roll are attacked by the Kraken with 6 damage. If no ships are hit, reroll all 3 dice until at least 1 ship is hit. Stop it. Players defend as normal. If the Kraken deals 3 or more damage to that player lowers 2 stats by 1. Roll for the Kraken attack phase as normal. Okay, so the first thing that happens is we have the Whirlpool going in this direction. Everybody moves 1, which is fine. There are no instructions about where to put the tentacles, so Tentacle 1 goes to League 3 to the east. So right here next to the Sea Dragon, fantastic. Tentacle number 2 goes 3 northeast. So it actually would go right here next to this one because they would always move to the furthest spot with the current. Tentacle number 3, right in the same spot as our Sea Dragon, which is awful because that does hull damage. I'm sorry, breach damage. It does breach damage. So this goes to 7. Oh boy. And the 4th tentacle goes to southwest 1. So right here. Yeah, right there. There we go. Okay, so there's our starting board right now. Now that we have placed everything, we have to do the Kraken's true power. All right, so we're looking for east or south. So we roll 3 dice, so we have east, which of course is the Sea Dragon right here. So it's going to be for 6 damage. Players defend as normal, it says. We'll do our run a rig. Before taking damage from an attack, you may make a sail roll. If you roll 6 or more, I can move up to 2 spaces away from the attacker, max 1 octet, and take no damage. Now, I don't think I can move away from it, but at the same time, I think if I move it, I just dodge it, and that's fine. You must be able to move into a space that was not hit to use this ability. All right, I think I can do that. If you move 2 spaces, yada, yada, yada. Okay, here we go. So I need 6 or more. I have 1 guaranteed. I do not get it, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4, so that did not work. So now I have to defend 6. I do have my bolster, so I am actually going to use that. So I have 1 guaranteed success there. I have 2 more rolls. Okay, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. So he's attacked me for 6. I defend for 4, so I take 2 damage. All right, this goes down to 5. Oh no, my Sea Dragon is being beaten so badly. If the Kraken deals 3+ damage to a player, that player chooses... Okay, so that didn't happen. I only did 2. Okay, so that's before the tentacles move. The tentacles, that has done... Oh, you know what also happened? I forgot that the ships actually moved in 1. So this guy actually would not have done breach damage to him, so I can gain 1 health back because I forgot to do the pull action where everybody went in by 1. Oh, and that also means that I gain 2 extra defense from anything while I'm in the eye. So I'm taking 3 damage back. See, you got to read your cards, everyone. You got to read your cards because I'm in the eye of the Whirlpool, so I got 2 additional defense because of this card. And then the pole pulled me in, so I avoided it. So yeah, that's good. I like it. All right, now it's the Tentacle's turn. We have satisfied everything from the Whirlpool. Here we go. Tentacle is going to move 1, 2. It's in the same spot as 3. I think they can share the same space. I'm pretty sure. Zach, if you're out there, just let us know, make sure that they can share the same space. I'm 99.9% positive that they can share the same space. They would have gone into the same space as the Sea Dragon, but nothing is ever going to get into the eye with it. So it's going to stay right here, and it's going to do an attack against the Sea Dragon. And this is going to get 1 automatic success to it because it's adjacent to, it's literally with the same spot as another tentacle. So we have the tentacle over here. We have the 2 dice for the Sea Dragon on this side. Wow. Okay. So there's that. And remember, I always get 2 extra defense on this. So I have taken no damage from that tentacle. Beautiful. I actually forgot to take my attack here with the spyglass because he moved adjacent to me. So I get 1 attack roll against this particular tentacle. So let's fire back. My 4, it's 3. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because I am in the Whirlpool. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so no damage to that tentacle. I checked the rulebook and I can't tell if tentacles can actually share spaces with themselves, but I'm going to say they do. So this tentacle is going to be right here with the, look at this guy. It's a tentacle party over here. So all 3 of them are in the same space. Is that a thing? Can I have as many things in one space as possible? I'm not sure about this. This is the first time I've actually come across this particular situation. Zach, let us know again, just to be sure. But Tentacle 2 has moved in here, so I get an attack against it. 4, nice, to 3. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 3. I did 4 damage to that tentacle, and I blew it out of the water before it even got anywhere near me. Beautiful, you get off. Let's get out of here. All right, so that's Tentacle 2. That's going to come off. That's going to go here, and because I destroyed a tentacle, the Kraken automatically takes 1 hit. Okay, so now Kraken Tentacle 3 right here is just going to attack my ship. I'm going to make a hull roll, or I'm sorry, a sail roll to try to avoid it. That did not work because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, so I did not avoid it. So it does 3 attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because it actually gains that extra attack because of this card. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because I am in the Eye of the Whirlpool. Okay, cool. So that's a defense. Man, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to stay here for basically the duration of the game because this is the ultimate offense and defense for that ship. And so now this one is going to go 1, 2, yeah, pretty much that, right into the same space as the Man of War. Going to do the hull damage to it. Yeah, nothing else I can do here. So that is definitely a hull damage. So we'll do 7. And then it's going to attack. I have a defense of 4 here. Attack 4, defense 4, but remember I get 1 automatic success because of my head rails. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 and 5. I didn't do 2 plus damage, so I can't do 1 damage back, but at least I take no damage. Now the Kraken is going to attack. The way he attacks is he attacks the whole board for a set amount of damage for every league. So I could take a lot of damage here, unfortunately. But I also may roll something in order to avoid that damage. If I roll an east, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an east in order to be able to avoid the damage for the sea dragon. And I have a west, a north, a northeast, and an east. And because of the rule that Zach told me, because if I had the 2 same things rolled, it goes 1 clockwise. So these are the spots that are not hit. So I am not hit. Unfortunately, Mr. Man of War here is hit. We're on League 2, so this is 6 damage. So we rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stand up. And the head rails gives me +1 success, so I take no damage again. Oh man, this is tense. Guess what, guys? We get to fight back now. Yay! All right, so every character gets 3 actions on this turn. You can repeat your actions this time. Your actions are sailing, so you get to move with the current because I can't go the other way because of that other card, the rough seas. Attack, so I can fire my cannons off of these things. I can trade stuff with somebody else. I can repair my ship, and then I can rescue a deckhand should somebody go overboard. I want to first take out this tentacle right next to me. So I got 4 dice, and the tentacle has 3. The tentacle does have 1 natural defense to it. Let's just roll this first, see what we get. All right, so it's 1, 2, and I'm just going to make this a success to represent the resilience. So I have 3 over here. So we're going to roll. Oh, that's not good. I'm going to spend 2 gold in order to re-roll these 2 dice. So let's move this here. Come on, something better. There we are. That's much better. That's a good use of gold. So I gain 1 additional thing for the powder monkey. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 1, 2, 3. 3 minus 6 is 3. And that is all the damage that this tentacle can take. So that'll come off. This will go on here, and that's another point of damage to the Kraken. Now these will come back on the board if this little cube hits or goes past these spots with the tentacles on them. Only 2 will ever respawn, but they will be back. All right, so I'm going to now move. I have 3 movement. I have to stay within my little section here. If I were to move into another league this way, it would cost 2 movement. I can't move backwards, unfortunately, with the current. So all I can do, let me actually get these out of the way because we know what was defended. I could just go 1, 2, 3, but I'm still not in range. Even if I go 1, 2, 3. You know, let's do that. Let's go 1, 2, 3, and get a little bit closer to the tentacles over here. I can't do anything else. I mean, I could move again. Tell you what, let's do this. Let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So now I'm over here. So I did 2 movements for the rest of my turn. So I attack the 1 tentacle, move, end of turn. Now it's the Sea Dragon's turn. The Sea Dragon is literally going to sit here and just kind of go like this and fire off in multiple directions. So one attack's going to go on 1 tentacle, another attack's going to go on the other tentacle, and then 1 attack's going to go on the Kraken directly. First, I will roll for tentacle number 1, who has, oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3. And again, he has a natural defense, so 6. And now I'm rolling 4 cannons for this side. It's not going to matter even what it does, because it's 1, 2, 3. I gain another 2, so technically I have this. If I want to do any damage to it at all, do I want to spend the coins? No, I'm not going to spend the coins. I'll be fine. You know what I actually am going to do? I'm going to move. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 to this side of the Kraken. And we're going to have the Man-O-War sit over here in order to try to take down these tentacles. By doing this, I trigger my Stern Chasers and I can attack the Kraken directly. You can only attack the Kraken from the eye or League 1. And because I get all my boosts from the eye here, this is the best place in order to fight it. The Kraken also just has a natural defense of 2 plus 1 for every tentacle on the field, so it's a defense of 4. So I'm going to be rolling 4 dice with 2, 4 already added to it because I moved, so I get 2 successes. The Thick Sail gives me 2 successes. So really I'm rolling 4 dice, and whatever that result is, that's the damage that this guy's going to take. All right, fire the cannons. I could bolster this with 1 attack, but I think I'm okay for right now. And we did 5 damage to the Kraken. Good thing, but also a bad thing. Woo, I love it when that happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, the bad thing is that now these 2 come back into play. I also lose a safety dice, so I only get 3 safety dice as opposed to 4, and then you 2 come back as well. First tentacle goes to Northwest Space 3, so right here. And then the next tentacle goes West 1. Boom, right there. Actually, it's flipped the other way because that's tentacle 4 and that's tentacle 2. You can't see it, but they have like little numbers on the bottom of there just so I know which is which. So you spawn there right next to me. Wonderful. And then you're all the way out there. All right, that's the end of the round. Next Whirlpool card. Regenerating tentacles. Respawn 2 defeated tentacles. Do not exceed the starting number of tentacles. Oh, that's great. All the tentacles already exist, so I don't care. And we move 2 going counterclockwise now. So 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't like these because they're too close to him, but at least I know they're never going to go in this side. Speaking of which, yeah, so number 1 will probably go 1. I'm going to go 1, 2, just moving it to this way to try to get really adjacent to it. But now the Sea Dragon is going to make an attack on this because of the Spyglass, because it moved adjacent to it. Attack, well, we'll do the defense roll. So we get 3 defense, so 5 defense technically because of the resilience. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 on the attack. Nope, no damage to the tentacle. And now the tentacle strikes back with, that went way over here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just 3 because you're right here. And I defend 1, 2 because of, well, no, once per turn, if an enemy attack you, you move this turn. Yes, so you moved, you moved over to me, and then you attack. So I get to re-roll any number of blank dice once per turn. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That would be my interwoven shroud. Once per defense roll, which is what I did. If the enemy attacking you moved this turn, which it did, you may re-roll any number of blanks. So I was able to re-roll both of those blanks. Got 2 defenses, plus my 2 defense here meant I took no damage. So tentacle number 2 here is actually equal distance from the green and purple ship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just going down the line, same octant. We're not in the same octant. Highest integrity is going to be the Sea Dragon because that's an 8. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But again, it moved right next to it. So Spyglass defensive roll. No, I'm not going to do that because it's once per round. I don't want to keep firing that off. So I used it my once per round and I didn't do anything. That's fine. So you're just going to attack me. I apologize if I used it more times in the last round, but I kind of missed that. So anyway, you are adjacent, so you do get that other damage to there. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because I'm in the Whirlpool. 1, 2, 3, so I take 1 point of damage. And now I am at 7. Boo, 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 boo. Number 3 is going to go right here, and it's going to attack. Oh my god, all these tentacles. I was really hoping. All right, so I take no damage from that. So that's good. Even though you gain the extra damage here, you would gain 1, but I gain 2 on that side. So no damage there. And then 1, 2. I know I say I could probably... he'll stop right here because he can hit me. He has a range of 2. Let's just do that. Still all around the green ship, man. All right, so that's a 2, and then that would be a 2 from the other thing. All right, so again, no damage. Joy. All right, let's see what areas are safe. Southwest, northwest, and north. Uh-oh, so that means both of my ships are taking damage. I'm going to roll 5 dice to try to move the Sea Dragon, so I need to get a 5 or better, which I do, so I'm just going to move with the current here, 1, 2 spaces. If you move 2 spaces using this ability, you may roll 1 dice. If any dice roll, deal 1 damage to the attacker. That would be the Kraken. So just again, before taking damage from an attack, which is that, I rolled the sail dice. I got 6 or more, 2 spaces away from the attacker, max 1 octant. Oh, wait a minute, let me go back. I don't think I can move it because I don't have any safe spaces because I wouldn't move into a space with a tentacle. So I'm going to say that I can't actually avoid this attack using this ability because I'm surrounded by tentacles. All right, where am I? This is 9 damage. Oh no, this could be bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I take 5 damage for green, and purple is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0 damage. Oh no, 5 damage for green. That's not fun. Okay, so now I'm at 2 integrity for green, and yeah, so that's that. All right, so Man of War is going to go first, and then I think what we're going to do is we're just going to try to go and get rid of some of those tentacles because I think that should be what its ability. I can't even get there because I can't go against the water. All right, so we're going to do a move action first. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go right here, and I'm just going to attack the Kraken. It has a defense of 6, so I got to do a lot of damage to this thing in order to be able to do something, but that's going to be, so move 1, or move is my first action, and action number 2 is fire a cannon at the Kraken. I'm going to use my, bolster dice right here to add 1. Powder Monkey will add 1, and then I could possibly use some coins to do some other stuff. All right, so we're rolling 4 dice here. Ooh, nice. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from the monkey. I'm going to do that. I'm going to use my stash of treasure. I'm going to pay 1 gold to turn one of these into a double hit. So these all get negated by his defense. So that's 1, 2, 3 to the Kraken. But chip, chip, chip away is what that comes down to. So we're moving that down. If I can get to this 12 and beyond before I get rid of any tentacles, then nothing will respawn, though they're probably going to respawn anyway. I'm just going to move 1, 2, 3, get a little bit closer to these tentacles, and then that's going to be the end of Purple's turn. Green, on the other hand, our Sea Dragon. I'm sorry if that said 5 before. I was thinking about doing something. I was flipping it around, and I forgot to switch it back. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the stern lanterns right here, and I'm going to put this league dice on it. So in 2 turns, I'll be able to get it back. So I'll be able to gain 1 health right now. So I'm back at 3 here. That doesn't count as an action. As far as I know, this just activates, so I just do it. I am then going to use my first action to repair. So we'll repair 2. This is what I was looking at before. So we'll make that a 5. And then my second action is to move, and my third action is to fire. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I just kind of want to get away from this guy the best that I can, going with the flow of the Whirlpool, and then we're going to fire at this guy's head point blank right here. Yes, you have a defense of 6, but I get 2 from my thick sails and 2 from my stern chaser, so that at least knocks out some of that. And I think I'm actually going to bolster this one just so I can have a little bit extra power here. So I'll have 5 guaranteed hits right off the hop. All right, here we go. 4 dice for the shot. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. I do have a blank. I'm going to spend the coin in order to re-roll this blank. Give me something good. All right, so we got 1. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So 2 from the stern chasers, 2 from the thick sails, and then these 2 as well take care of all of the defense here. So that's 6 damage that is defended. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage to the Kraken. Yeah. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, we're at 9. Good news and bad news. Bad news is we lose another defensive dice, so I'm only rolling 2 now. I'll just put these 2 up here for my safety zones. Other thing is once you hit this 9, it gains another modifier. Isn't that great? Basically, it represents the Kraken being enraged, so whatever this is not going to be fun. Lust for gold. If a player loses 4 or more integrity from a single attack, they lose 2 gold. That's actually not the worst thing in the world, honestly. All right, so that's the end of that round. Let's go ahead to the next one. Drawing a Whirlpool card and resolving. Sinking ships. Uh-oh, that's not good. 3 back the other way. Great, after I just moved it. If a ship's integrity is lowered by the Kraken or a tentacle, put a flood card on that ship. Uh-oh. This is bad. This is very bad. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You get pulled in. It doesn't matter which one. I don't think matters. But the problem is you get pulled to the Kraken, take a shot, and my integrity gets lowered because of the Kraken. That would be impact damage, I believe. So this goes to 4. And I get a flood card. Place this card above your ship, whatever's to the side. At the beginning of your turn, well, this immediately lowers this by 1, and it lowers my integrity by 1, so now I'm at 3. Uh-oh, that's not fun. And then the beginning of my turn, while having a flood card, you must lower your integrity by 1, and then I can use an action to get rid of it. Ah, great, great. So we basically put a big hole in my boat. That's not fun. Tentacle turn, and they're just gonna all attack green 1 by 1. I'm not really feeling very confident here with only 3 health left. Let's see what happens. All right, tentacle number 1 versus the ship. He does 5 damage. I defend for 1, 2, 3, 4. I am gonna re-roll this because once per defensive roll, I can re-roll that. Oh, good, perfect. All right, so that's no damage on that one. So that's the first tentacle. Tentacle number 2 does 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Actually, 5 damage. This does 5 damage to me, and then that's a defense of 4 because of my thick scales. Sails, hails. I'm a sea dragon, so it could be scales for all I know. But that was still technically 2. What is it? 2 integrity damage that I've taken. So I'm at 1. I really should be using Runner Wig. I haven't used it, so that's it. That's all right. But for the next 2 attacks, I'm going to be using Runner Rig because I need to get out of here. All right, so the first things first is tentacle number 3 is going to hit me for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm now going to roll and try to run away, and it looks like I am successful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus the 1 extra. That's great. I am moving 2. Tentacle 4 would be right there. So yeah, we're just going to go 1, 2. I'm going to share the space right here. I should have did this a while ago, but what are you going to do? And because I moved 2 away, I get to fire back at this tentacle right here, so I did 1 damage to tentacle 3. Yeah, we actually get to drop this down 1. Isn't that fun? So tentacle 3 has 2 health left. I did that because of the other ability down here. If you sail 2 spaces using this ability, you may... Oh, no, let me roll the dice first. Do I do any damage to him? Nope, never mind. He's back at 3. Anywho, removing all of these. So now 4 is going to go. 4 will go 1, 2, and it can't hit anything. It can't hit. It has a move of 2, but it has a range of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. It can't hit anything. Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's good. But now the Kraken's going to attack, and I think we're both in the north section. That's what I would call it right here. Let me look at the book just to be safe. I'm sorry, that's northeast. This is the northeast section right here. So I have 2 dice in order to hopefully get northeast. Nope, I got north and northwest. So that's 9 damage to both of these guys. All right, first we're going to see if I can do a dodge with the Sea Dragon. Did I get 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. I'm 1 off technically. Can I do anything else? I'm going to spend the gold and we're going to re-roll this guy. Come on, give me 1 result. I got another gold, so we're going to do it again. Come here, give me 1 result. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the result. 6, that's great. I get to move 2 spaces, so I'm just going to move up here. That's going to avoid all damage from the Kraken. Can I do that? Am I allowed to do that? It says away, and I'm moving away. I tell you what, I'll do that, but I won't strike back against the Kraken. So that's where the even is going to go. I don't even know if I can move out. I'll move into the northeast octant anyway. We'll move to north. I don't know if I can do that because it usually requires 3 movement to get out from the what is it? The eye here. But I'm just going to leave it at that. Anyway, we're going to roll for defense for our Man of War. So rather than taking 9 damage, he takes, oh no, 1, 2, 3. He takes 6 damage. Oh no. I can't do anything about this. Oh no, he went from 7 to 1. That Kraken hurt him badly. But I guess at this point, we might as well just go all or nothing. 3 attacks from the Man of War against the Kraken. Yes, he has a defense of 6. We just got to chip away as much as we can. Actually, I think it's better to take out the, and I really should have moved either here or here with the Whirlpool for this guy now that I think about it. We need to take out these tentacles because the tentacles are what's going to be causing the most problems for us. So I'll move 1 just to get close to this tentacle, and I'm going to fire at it. So I have an attack of 1, 2, 3, 4, and it defends for 1, 2, 3. So I did 1 damage to tentacle 3. Now we can reduce this by that. There we go. That's a thing. All right, second attack. We're just going to do that exact same thing, and I'll spend some gold, if anything, in order to actually kill it. So, so that was a double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, technically. The powder monkey does give me 1 success. I could spend gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's even. No, I'm not going to spend the gold because I can only do it on 1 of the dice. I would like to have done it on both of the dice in order to be able to do max damage to get rid of this tentacle. So that is, unfortunately, Man of War's turn. All right, Sea Dragon, it's all up to you right now. We're going to go 1, because that's, actually it's 1, 2, because I changed league. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to be right here next to 4. So that's 1 action, and then I'm going to take next action to fire at the Kraken, and then next action to probably fire at the Kraken again. All right, Kraken has a defense of 6. I can, come back here. I can hit for 4 right now, so anything else, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to spend the 1 gold I have to re-roll this. That doesn't work at all. So I did 3 damage to the Kraken. 1, 2, 3. This is getting close. This is getting close. So it's at 6 health right now. Yeah, I'm just going to turn around and fire at 4 because now no more tentacles are going to respawn. Firing at tentacle number 4 is a complete failure. Oh, no, I'm not even going to bother rolling the defensive dice. Well, you know what? Yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah, so it very much defended that attack. Oh, no. This is bad. Both ships are at 1 integrity, and now we're flipping this Whirlpool card. Tentacle Whiplash. Move 3 in counterclockwise, and tentacles get +1 range. Why not, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody. We're all right here and having a good time. All right. Actually, you would hit purple. You would hit green. You would hit purple. You would hit green. You would hit purple based off of where they are and their targeting. So here we go. First on green. Actually, we're going to do the roll for the attack first. Oh, boy. Okay, so that, and because it's adjacent, it does give me the extra attack. So let's see if we can dodge it. Let's go run a rig. Come on, 6, 6, 6. So I got 1 guaranteed success because of my upgrade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. I'm just going to go 1, 2, and then fire back at 1 along the way to hit it to, say, 1 damage. Kablooey! Whoosh. All right, number 2 is going to attack purple right here. So it rolls 4 dice for 5 because of that one additional, it's next to another guy. All right, now I roll 4 dice and I get 1 for my sail, so that's good. That's not good. It's not good at all because that would mean I would die. So let's, I'm just going to spend 2 gold. Spending 2 gold right now in order to be able to re-roll this. I'm running out of gold really fast. There we go. Okay, purple takes no damage from tentacle number 2. Tentacle number 3 will go 1, 2, and it's going to attack green straight this way, right? 1, 2 for purple. 1, 2. I mean, I guess technically 3, 4 would be closest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, technically it's highest hull, so 1, 2, 3. Or I'm sorry, it would go 1, 2, and be in range of purple. So yeah, I think that's what it's going to do. 4 dice for an attack. Oh God, and because it's next to something, that's 6. 4 dice for a defense. Oh good. Oh thank gosh. Oh man, that was a close one. So all right, so we got defense. We defended against that attack. But we still got 1 more. Tentacle number 4 right here is going to attack purple, and the Man of War defends. And I think that means it is sunk because it would not gain the extra thing here, but I gain an extra 1 here, but that still does 1 down. You know what? I have 2 more gold left. I spend 1 to re-roll this. Nope, never mind. That's fine. I have 1 gold left now. So it's evened out. Purple takes no damage. Unfortunately, now the Kraken attacks. Because of how much damage we have dealt to the Kraken, I only get 1 safe zone dice right now. So I don't know who I want more on this, northwest or west, but at this point, I'll take either. Probably west, because I think I could, nope, doesn't matter. That is southeast. They are both getting hit for 9. Let's roll to see if the Sea Dragon can avoid it. I got 1, 2, 3. Nope, I cannot avoid it with the Sea Dragon. Unless I roll perfect, the Man of War has been sunk, and I did not roll perfect, because even if I spend my coin to make this a double, like so. And then my rails give me 1, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would still take 2 damage, and you have officially sunk down into the depths. Oh, great. And this is like not even going to matter at all. 1, 2, I'm in the center, so 3, 4. And also I kept forgetting to do the flood thing. Unless he didn't have a turn afterwards or whatever. But yeah, with only 1 integrity apiece. Man, we were so close. We were at 6. Oh, that would have been so good. But man, those tentacles came in out of nowhere and just decimated us. That's point taken. Make sure you get a handle on those tentacles before they really start doing too much damage. And that, my friends, is the end of the game. We have lost. The Kraken has taken us down to Davy Jones's Locker and fed on our bones and our hats and our peg legs and our ship and all that other stuff. You know, and there you have it, everybody. Thank you so much for checking out this playthrough of Davy Jones's Locker, The Kraken Wakes. If this has interested you at all, watching me play through this, and you think you would like to add this to your collection, again, I remind you that on October 10th, 2023, the second Kickstarter will go live, so you can get yourself the second printing of this game, plus the expansion, which I'm very excited for, because it's not the Kraken you got to worry about, it's other ships around the Whirlpool that you got to fight off. Ghost ships. If you have any questions for me at all in regards to this game, by all means, leave them down in the comment section below. I will be doing 1 more playthrough of this game coming up soon, where it is a full-on solo experience using the solo rules that are found in the book itself in order to be able to go at it alone. I'm going to be using the blue ship, the Marlin, see how that fares on the sea, and if I can build that ship up enough in order to take down this squiggly, wiggly weirdo guy. That means in order not to miss any future high seas adventures or any other fun videos I have them put out for you to enjoy, be sure you are subscribed to the Home Gamer Dad. If you wish to support the channel even further, a super thanks is always, always appreciated. You guys be absolutely amazing for that. You can find that down in the description section below of the video, or you can head on over to patreon.com/homegamerdad and think about joining the family over there, checking out one of those tiers, throwing yourself into one of those. Of course, Anything else you do, your view, your like, your share, your comment, anything at all is always appreciated. The Kraken approves. Guys, thank you so much. Take care of yourselves and each other. We are family forever, gaming together. I will see you back here for our solo mode for this game. And until then, you take care, and I will catch you later.